Lord Indra, however, viewed Vishwamitra's growing powers with apprehension. As Vishwamitra delved deeper into meditation, he developed incredible spiritual strength, threatening to surpass even the Devas in his asceticism. Fearing the loss of divine influence, Indra sought a way to disrupt the sage's penance. He knew that Vishwamitra's inner fire made him nearly invincible, except for one vulnerability. His emotions could still be stirred. Thus, Lord Indra summoned Menaka, the most beautiful and enchanting Apsara, celestial nymph in Indralok, the heavenly realm. Known for her ethereal beauty, grace, and charm, Menaka was not only a dancer of unparalleled skill, but also possessed an elegance that could weaken even the strongest hearts. Reluctant but obedient, Menaka accepted Indra's command to descend to earth and disrupt Vishwamitra's penance. Upon reaching earth, Menaka walked silently into the forest, her heart torn. She, too, had heard of Vishwamitra's noble quest for enlightenment, and the thought of disturbing him troubled her. But her loyalty to Indra, and her place in the celestial court bound her to her mission. She found Vishwamitra in deep meditation by a river, surrounded by an aura of pure light. The forest was quiet, as if in awe of the sage's presence. His face, serene and unmovable, reflected an inner world far from the reach of ordinary mortals. Menaka's delicate footsteps stirred the air, carrying with them the sweet scent of blossoms and a soft, entrancing melody. As she approached him, Vishwamitra, sensing her presence, opened his eyes. His gaze fell upon Menaka, her beauty illuminating the forest like moonlight on a dark night. Her presence was like a breath of spring in the depth of winter, and though his heart was guarded, a flicker of wonder awakened within him. Menaka's voice was gentle as she spoke. "O revered sage, I am but a humble traveler lost in this vast forest. I come seeking shelter and guidance." Vishwamitra, though cautious, felt compassion for her and offered her a place to rest beside the river. Over the following days, they shared stories beneath the stars, with Menaka dancing gracefully along the riverbank, her movements as mesmerizing as the flowing water. Vishwamitra, though mindful of his path, found himself entranced, his heart stirred by her elegance, innocence, and charm. As days turned to weeks, a bond blossomed between them, one that transcended words. Vishwamitra was drawn not only to her beauty, but to her kindness and simplicity. His years of solitude and austerity had forged him into a man of steel, yet Menaka's gentle laughter and grace revealed a part of himself he had long forgotten, a tenderness that lay beneath his disciplined heart. The strength of his meditation wavered, as he found himself wanting to share more than just his presence with her. Menaka, too, found herself captivated by Vishwamitra's strength and wisdom. Though her mission was to distract him, she realized that her admiration had grown genuine. She respected him as both a sage and a former king, and came to appreciate his sacrifices. In her heart, the deception felt increasingly bitter. Her mission seemed less like a duty and more like a betrayal. Yet, she couldn't turn back, and neither could she reveal the truth. Eventually, Vishwamitra surrendered to the love that had awakened within him. The days passed in blissful harmony, and together they shared a union of soul and spirit. Menaka and Vishwamitra's love was one of both passion and gentleness, a blending of strength and vulnerability that resonated in the depths of their beings. They created a paradise in the forest, a sanctuary where time seemed to stand still. But destiny could not be forgotten. In a moment of clarity, Vishwamitra sensed the purpose behind Menaka's arrival. He recognized that their union had caused his penance to waver, his powers diminished by the desires he had allowed to surface. His heart trembled, torn between the realization of his love and the bitterness of betrayal. Struggling, he confronted Menaka, his voice tinged with sadness and fury. Vishwamitra's heart felt heavy, wounded by both love and betrayal. In that moment, he realized that Menaka had truly cared for him, even as she had followed the orders of the heavens. But his path was one of renunciation, a journey he had vowed to pursue with unbroken discipline. The realization that he had strayed from his path weighed upon him, awakening the relentless fire of his determination. "Why did you come to me, Menaka?" he asked, his voice a quiet storm. "Was it your heart or someone else's command that brought you here?" Menaka's eyes filled with tears. She bowed her head, unable to meet his gaze. "My lord, I was sent by Indra to disturb your penance. But I came to love you truly. What began as duty transformed into something I cannot deny. Forgive me, for I did not foresee the depth of my own heart." With a sorrowful heart, he spoke, "Menaka, I cannot blame you, for you were but a pawn in the hands of the gods. But our love, pure as it is, has distracted me from my path. My duty is to the divine, and I must now renounce everything, even you." Menaka's heart shattered, yet she understood. She knew that his path, his journey, demanded sacrifices that were beyond her mortal heart. With one last embrace, she held him close, memorizing his warmth, knowing that this moment would be all she had left of their love. "I will forever cherish the time we shared, Vishwamitra. You have given me a love that transcends time and space. Farewell, my love." Yet, his love for Menaka had transformed him. Though it had diverted him from his penance, it had also brought him a greater understanding of the heart. He felt both the fire of renunciation and the depths of tenderness, a balance of strength and softness that forged his soul anew. In time, he resumed his penance with even greater resolve, his spirit honed by love and loss. He would go on to achieve his goal, to become a Brahmarishi, a title that acknowledged his unparalleled wisdom and self-mastery. With that, Menaka turned and walked away, her steps as graceful as when she first arrived, but now burdened with sorrow. Vishwamitra watched her disappear into the forest, his heart filled with an emptiness as vast as the skies above. He sat by the river once more, his gaze lost in its flowing depths. The forest, once alive with their shared laughter, seemed silent and somber. Yet, his love for Menaka had transformed him. Though it had diverted him from his penance, it had also brought him a greater understanding of the heart. He felt both the fire of renunciation and the depths of tenderness, a balance of strength and softness that forged his soul anew. In time, he resumed his penance with even greater resolve, his spirit honed by love and loss. He would go on to achieve his goal, to become a Brahmarishi, a title that acknowledged his unparalleled wisdom and self-mastery. Menaka, too, returned to the celestial realms, but her heart remained forever marked by the love she had shared with Vishwamitra. Though she resumed her place among the Apsaras, she carried with her the memory of their time together, a love that defied even the will of the gods. In moments of solitude, she would remember him, her heart filled with a bittersweet nostalgia, knowing that some loves were destined to be felt deeply, even if they were never meant to last. Thus, the story of Menaka and Vishwamitra became a legend, a tale whispered among sages, dancers, and lovers alike. Their love was one that transcended the physical and ventured into the realm of the divine, a love that was as eternal as it was fleeting, leaving an indelible mark upon both their souls and the history of the heavens.
In the end, their love became a symbol, a reminder that love is powerful, capable of both creation and destruction, capable of lifting souls to divine heights and grounding them in human vulnerability. It taught that while love may come and go, the transformation it brings is eternal, a flame that burns brightly in the soul's journey toward enlightenment.